do this, man. I'm hype. I think we're all hype. I'm ready, bruv. I'm ready to throw down. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, bruv. We're out here, you know. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 70. Oh man, I forgot, guys. I'm so sorry. This part of it, you know? Hey, this is part of it. Hey, this is part. Hey, you play along, guys. Like, oh, come on, Lewis. Like, what's your problem, dude? Like, you know, nag me, guys. Nag me. This is part of the act. Oh man,
you suck, dude.
You're in the greatest city on earth, and you can't even think of want something to say. You're on top of the world right now.
Top of the world. Hey, you know what I mean, bro? I'm top of the world. You know, and I hope anybody who's watching this not offended with my accent, because I don't even know what it is. I'm just doing something. I'm doing something, and you know, it's crikey. I'm a Barbie. You know. Yeah, I think I'm just having a stroke at this point. Hold on, guys.
I would help you out with the accent, but I'm not good at that.
Go out there, Lewis. Not gonna keep you waiting up there on your own.
Jolin, I'm so sorry, bro. Jolin is suffocating at this point. All right, let's get
it. Like, yeah, it's awful. So it looks like I'm suffocating, right? But I'm not. Literally, air is being blown into this apparatus.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
I just imagine Jolin like halfway, just like
it's like.
All right,
it's just the mask while he's talking. Just like, whoa. You okay?
But everybody, welcome to episode 75, the Halloween special of Couch Potatoes. We have a very special pair of guests today. Actually, Bruce is somewhat of a guest because I did not see him. Actually, I didn't know he was going to appear on today's episode, but he's here, and I was going to make him some crazy excuse. I know Victor already had some wild reason, which I'm sure he can explain to Bruce after the show. But yeah, guys, let's give a round of applause to the Jumblhoj boys. Yeah. You could clap for yourselves, you know, you guys. Yeah, hype yourselves up. Yeah.
But Lewis, don't you know clapping kills millions of amoebas? A good thumbs up would save them.
Okay, all right. You know, but before we begin, I know we said we wanted to guess each other's costumes per se, right? So I want to go with Jolin first, right? I want to guess what yours is, bro, and then I'm gonna go with Victor, and then you guys will try to guess what I am. All right. Well, first, Bruce is clearly a disgruntled employee who doesn't want to show his face. So I like that one, bro. That's original.
I know what Bruce's costume is actually.
What's my costume?
He's John Cena.
Oh!
Pull the mask off.
See, I would play it on my phone, but I don't want to get copyrighted. But you know, if you're watching and listening, just imagine we're going da 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 da. You know, we're doing the whole song.
Like, watch out!
Watch out!
But all right, but you know what? That's a better guess than mine for Bruce. So, yeah, Bruce is John Cena. Jolin.
Hey yo, real quick. Hey, can you hear my car running, bro?
A little bit,
yeah, but it's not like
overwhelming. Oh, okay, cool. Just making sure it's not overwhelming.
He's just.
He's like, how about now?
Guys? Jolin, I think I think, bro. I think you're from Sydney, Australia, and you're a scuba diver. I think that's what you are, man.
I mean, I'll give it to you, mate. That's what I am.
He's the coronavirus.
Oh no!
Jesus.
He's not. Hey, he's not Bane.
What?
What happened?
No.
You're not Bane.
No, I'm not Bane.
That was my second guess.
You know, I think I was pretty accurate. You know, with the Sydney scuba diver. You know, I mine.
Yeah, Jordan, what were you?
I don't know. I was a frontline worker.
Frontline worker.
They're the real heroes.
So I was close. I was close enough.
You know what? I wanted to laugh, but as soon as you said they're the I'm like, I can't do. What am I gonna? All those who are risking their lives, saving lives. Forget those losers.
Yes, exactly. You gotta find it deep within you, that pit of dark comedy, you know, that we all have within us.
It was gonna be like couch potato shut down officially for offensive remarks against frontline. Yeah, we're gonna get canceled real quick. Let's see. All right, so that's actually going Jolin. All right, Victor.
Thank you.
Victor. I'm trying to think, man.
The vampire.
Ooh, close.
Close? Are you from a specific show, a specific universe, or is it just more of a general thing?
Let's say I'm on YouTube. Because I am right now. Oh, not just playing.
I don't know, Victor. I don't know what you are.
Let me help you. Hasters.
You James Charles?
Oh my!
No, I'm just playing. I really had no idea what to come up with, so I just got whatever I had at hand, and I was like, "All right, let's do this." So Bruce got it.
Not that it would have been funny. We were just like, "Well, man, I didn't even know we are supposed to get dressed up. I just kind of slapped this on, and we just started. I just turned the camera on.
This is my.
I just kind of woke up like this.
Oh shit!
I was planning on heading to the club.
Bruce, don't die.
Bruce.
Somebody else almost died, bro. Not me, bro.
Oh,
Bruce out here killing people. What the fuck?
I know, dude. Making a killing and a living.
I was witnessing it. I didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching and listening to this, Bruce is not a murderer. Despite what you think of his appearance, he is not a murderer. He's a man who's full of love and kindness, and who, you know, just happens to love.
I mean, it is.
Anything's legal today.
Right, guys?
Oh no!
It was some car that almost missed his exit, so that we tried to push some other car.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
Everyone's okay. Nobody died. Nobody got hit.
You know what's crazy? I was actually on my way back. My sister, right? She was driving. We're on our way back to the house. And the thing is, out here, it's 2 lanes, right? So it's one going the other way, one going this way. What some cars do, though, is if they feel the car in front of them is going too slow, they like to go around, right? They like to speed up and then go around and get in front. This dummy, I guess, didn't see us. And I'm just kind of looking, and I just see the car kind of speeding up. And I'm like, excuse me, sir. We're also in this lane. Like, what? And luckily, I would say there's a couple, like 100 feet, right, of distance between us and that car. But I mean, he was going so fast, like it was honestly just like a split second that if he did not or she did not make that freaking swerve right back into their lane, it would have been crazy. But I remember I saw from distance, I was like, no way, that's not a car heading towards us. It's not. But no, yeah,
it can't be.
Yeah, it can't be.
No one would try that. Yeah,
no one would do that. But we survived, dude. And to all of you watching, I'm a survivor, dude. I survive. I fight through things and nothing can stop me.
You live to tell another tale.
I live to tell another tale, dude. I'm here, bro. You know, like, you know what I mean, dude? And I'm ready to get the ball rolling, man.
Secret plot twist of the story, it was Lewis the whole time.
Yeah. Turns out he was the one in the wrong lane.
I was the one in the wrong lane. I was like, oh, wait, my bad. Go back. What was I going to say? But, all right, but let's see. I want to see if you guys can guess what my costume is. Here's the thing. My original plan is I was going to, what'd you just say? You evil, demented individual?
You're a tourist.
I'm a tourist. You know what? That's actually pretty good, but I'm not. But it kind of ties in. It kind of ties into that. I'll give you a hint, right? I wanted to be a superhero, but I forgot to buy them. Well, I didn't forget. I just, the delivery wasn't going to be fast enough. So I was like, what can I do? This was like my backup. I was like, will I work?
I think I already know what you are, but
but
if you guys have a better idea or have a clue, like I'm gonna let you guys go for it first.
No, I have no idea.
I think I already got it when you said that.
All right, Victor, what am I, man?
You're Tom Holland. You're Spider-Man.
You know what?
Not?
I'm not, but I'm in that same universe.
What?
Ah.
Come on, one more guess, and then I'll tell you.
Supposed to be Miles?
Oh, somebody got it. I don't know if you can see. Look.
Hey, there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
But the thing is, why I have this get up is because I think a week ago I was Googling ideas, and there was a meme, and I always laugh at this, especially like in MCU movies, when like Captain America tries to blend in with like a hat and like glasses.
Oh,
so they called it the MCU superhero disguise starter pack. And it was literally a hoodie, jacket, a hat, and glasses. And it was like, I have all of that. So I'm like, I'm Miles Morales in New York.
Undercover.
In the MCU civilian starter pack.
Not
so
bad,
it's like super niche, but I think it worked out. I just wish it was an NY
shoes,
hat.
though.
Oh no, I don't have the shoes. If as a matter of fact, I'm wearing some shorts and slippers with my socks, and because I knew, we weren't going to see the bottom half.
It's business casual time.
Business casual time, exactly, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. So I think we killed it with the costumes, man. I think if anybody watches, they'll be like, "Wow, my life today has changed because I am now inspired to do better." And to do greater things next year. Yeah. I mean, a whole year exactly. Next year. I'll be planning.
Hold on.
But yeah, dude, how have you guys been, man? I know it's been a minute. It's been a while since, we've all been together. I mean, in this case, virtually. But how have you guys been? How's everything been going?
Jordan, do you want to answer that first, or do you mind if I go first?
Oh, you could go ahead. I muted myself because my dogs are like making a ruckus.
I told you, man. You got to go out there and be like, "Hey, shh!" Just throw like a shoe to the gate or something. Well, we've been good, bro. We've been like, trying to survive in this like pandemic time. Trying to do something for the channel, but because we can't meet up in person, like podcasts and playthroughs are like the only things we can do. Mm-hmm. And even then, like the playthroughs is like we're trying to figure out what game will get people's attention, stuff like that. Aside from that, like I've been working myself. I've been working at the coffee shop at El Cielito. And
shout out to El Cielito.
Yeah, and we've gotten a good amount of customers recently, especially when the Dodgers won. We gave out like free blue lattes. Yeah. So a lot of people showed up. It was great. It was crazy, man. It was awesome. But that's what I've been up to recently, man.
Yeah, that's good to hear, man. It's dope. Jolin, I don't know if you want to say anything unless your dogs are still.
Nah, they stopped. I mean, he's still barking, but that's just
you're cool, man. It's all good.
He's doing his guard duty.
Right. No, man, I've been cool. Say what Victor already said. We've been hanging out virtually, doing the podcast, doing playthroughs. I'm not working currently, but I am like still in school, taking classes,
getting them books.
Yeah, working on projects, and yeah, it's all right. It's pretty chill.
I like that, bro. It's like I said, right? It's good to see you guys again because like we said, it's been a wild year. I mean, at the very least, a wild year. But I want to ask Bruce too, man. How you been, bro? Because I think it's been 2 or 3 episodes that you haven't been on, if I'm correct, or is it 2?
Oh, damn.
I think just 2. It's been 2. That's because I've been working as you know, Lou.
Yeah.
To Victor, and I got another job, so I run a little later now. Sometimes I don't come out till 6. Sometimes I don't come out till 8. So I haven't been able to make the Saturday shoots anymore. But I've been good, just working, driving, eating, sleeping.
The
usual.
Bringing home that bacon. I didn't even get to say I miss him and I love him.
Oh, he'll see this. He'll see this.
Hey, Bruce, I missed you this time.
All
right, let's get back on topic.
Oh, you know what? Let's do this. I feel like we can go on for days about this. Do you guys have a favorite Halloween movie? And if not, if you don't, if let's say we're having a get together, it's like Halloween night, whatever. What movie or movies would you like want to play or recommend to the group?
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Victor you should start this one because you're the Mr. Horror psychological thriller guy.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say that. I was like, I already have a list. I don't know if Jonah wants to go first. Go for it. But all right. I guess I don't have a favorite Halloween movie because it's just so tough. Like, there's so many different subgenres in the genre of horror itself. So I guess like my top list of like either they've never seen it or even if they've seen it, it's just like enjoyable to rewatch with friends. Would be like one of them would be Trick or Treat. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh yeah,
it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's the one with the kid with like a sack head and he has like a broken lollipop, but then you find out he's not a kid, he's like a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie is just oozing with like Halloween vibes. If you want to feel like it's Halloween, you want to like, you know, absorb kind of like Christmas spirit but Halloween spirit. That's your movie right there. It's like an anthology, like 5 stories, all Halloween based. It ties together at the end. It's really good. Right. Aside from that, like if you just want to see ghost movies, I'd say The Conjuring is one of the best. Mm-hmm. You know, it's all about spirits, right? It's like spirits, ghosts, poltergeist, that sort of stuff. And speaking of poltergeist itself too, it's classic. Everyone needs to see Poltergeist.
Yeah.
You know? And then aside from that, I only got like 2 other movies in my list. Would be The Thing, the 1980s version of The Thing.
That's pretty good.
Yes, please.
Yeah, yes. John Carpenter. Oh man, that's the goriness, the props, all that stuff is like iconic. You got to see that. And then the last one would be like a psychological horror movie, which is Insidious.
Oh,
and it's that movie where it talks about like a dream or like a different dimension that like the guy goes into when he's a kid, sees like this creepy ghost that's stalking him. He later finds out that the ghost was actually stalking him because he wanted to steal his body when he was in that dream world or something like that. And the further, you know, the story dives in much further into that. But it's definitely like that's definitely recommend for me.
Dang. You heard it here first on Couch Potatoes from the Jumblhoj boys.
Go check them out.
Yeah, go check them out. Jolan, did you want to go ahead, man?
Yeah. So when it got, like, I am obviously the outlier friend when it comes to recommending horror films or just Halloween films in general, because for the longest time I didn't like watching horror movies. So, you know, bring a movie day with all your friends. I would show up and I would bring Halloween Chapter 2, the Season of the Witch.
Chapter 3. Shoot.
Chapter 3.
Yeah.
Just because it's like the most underrated Halloween, but I feel like it had so much potential and people don't give it a chance because Halloween was like synonymous with Michael Myers.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But that's a really good Halloween movie. Crimson Peak, the one directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Yo, I forgot about that movie. It's really good.
Is it good? Is it good?
I liked it. It's like a psychological. Hold on.
If anything, like the Crimson Peak movie, even if it's not like, let's say the story is not crazy for you, or at least like the plot or the character development isn't too good in your eyes, it's visually stunning. If anything,
it's very visually stunning. And then the last movie would be like Paranorman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
so
classic.
I don't know. My choices are not conventional, and obviously the last one's like a cutesy Halloween movie.
No, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna be too scared to watch everything else. I'll be like, Paranorman. Yeah, let's watch a couple times.
Hey, you got to round everything off with watching Hocus Pocus. You can't go without missing Hocus Pocus, bro. Man.
Fucking cheers to that, mate. I'm drinking water, by the way. Water straight from the tap.
It's actually like Everclear, 99% alcohol.
It's just moonshine. I make it in the back.
Like,
that's why my dog's barking.
you just see watches raided by the FBI, just like going in through the windows. Like, oh,
It's like I get raided, and then there's just a huge explosion. Like everything goes up in flames.
But yeah, you're just acting normally. Like, yeah, what's up, guys?
Yeah, what an
This was
episode.
a casual Saturday.
Let's see.
Yeah, what about you, Lewis?
Yeah, what's your go-to movies?
So here's the thing, I have like two, right? But now that you mention, I forget, it's because you kind of think of straight horror, right? But I also love like the psychological thriller genre.
Mm-hmm.
So like for example, like one of them, I don't. Some people may call it part of it, but I think it's a little unconventional. It's like Silence of the Lambs.
Oh,
the very first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen The Collector. It's like when this dude's trying to rob a jewel from this house, and it turns out he's like the family's being tortured or whatever, and then he's like, do I just get the jewel and bounce? Do I save them? But like, it's like really like it's gory, but I think on the thrill side of it, it's very entertaining because you're like you're holding in like a little bit of poop because you don't know whether or not to leave. You're like,
it's stressing you out.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next?
It's like that morally gray area where there's no right or wrong.
Yeah, and then there's another. You know, there's actually a sequel to that one, which is actually pretty good. I saw it. And was like, it's not too bad. I think it's decent. There's also, I don't know if you guys have seen The Babadook. I think that one's really good too.
I've heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that one
it was on the Rage like a few years ago.
Yeah. I think like critics were like, "Whoa, this is crazy. This is new genre, whatever." But like it obviously it's the face of it is like this horror, like psychological. Some people may say, "Oh, is it like a paranormal type of thing?" But when you look beyond it, it's very much a study of like character and depression and people living with it and how to handle it. So I think it's really good. I mean, yeah, it's creepy, but I think when you look behind the I guess the face of it, just the poster of it, you go into it, you're like, oh shoot, like this is deep, dude. Like I'm in it, bro. I totally
it's like, you know what? I've had that. And it wasn't just was it a fucking what are those things called? The monsters that hold you down in your sleep.
Oh, damn it.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Sleep paralysis demons.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I was there's like two movies that came to mind since like we kind of talked about outside the box horror movies.
Yeah.
There's one movie where like it's more of like a comedy horror where this guy has like a possessed hand or something and he like cuts it off.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The hand like tries to kill him, and like the most iconic scene is where the hand is like sharpening his fingers in the pencil sharpener.
Yeah, it's like down to the bone.
Yeah. Do you know the name of the movie?
No, I honestly just kept calling it The Hand because that's all I remember.
Yeah. So there's that one, and then there's another movie where like it's like a prom movie, but like in this make believe city, like there's a nuclear reactor next to a cemetery, so like zombies come up. And then like the iconic scene from that movie is where like the girl gets bitten and like the two are like hiding in the restroom and they're like, no, I'm never gonna leave you, and they start making out, and the like mid make out the girl turns into a zombie and starts fucking eating the guy, and then he turns into a zombie and they start like eating each other.
Wasn't that Zombieland?
No, it wasn't Zombieland.
Wait, that's another good one too. This just reminded me, Zombieland.
Yeah.
I think the first one's better than the second one, but yeah.
If anyone listening knows, comment the name of those movies down below.
Yeah. Hand is sharpening its finger in the thing.
Yeah, that's a crazy movie.
I do remember like there's one scene where I think they were in school and he was like running. He runs into his ex-girlfriend or like a girl. And she's like, what the hell are you doing? And he's like, run, you gotta run. Like, it's after me. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then you just see the hand like crawling around the corner. And she's like, you're scared of that thing? And then like it just jumps up to her face and starts scratching her eyes. And he's like, see, I told you.
Yeah, that's a crazy movie. I always forget the name of it.
Yeah, we'll find it. You know, maybe we'll find it while we're talking and doing this thing.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm just gonna keep calling it The Hand.
Yeah, The Hand. Have you guys ever seen?
There's a movie that does that same thing. It's called Idle Hands, but it's like I think it was like a 1981's like African American horror movie.
Oh, okay.
Because they do the same thing where like the protagonist or something like sharpens his pinky in a pencil sharpener.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah,
this got really dark.
No, you no longer sharpen your nail for a little bump. You sharpen it for a weapon.
Oh my gosh! Oh Lord! Well, speaking of psychedelic horror, but have you guys heard of Jacob's Ladder?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yes,
James and the Giant Peach.
Really good.
Yeah, dude, that's super horrifying. How does a peach get that big?
You know what? That movie's low key a little like wild because
it is.
It like I remember seeing it. I would feel a little claustrophobic when they would go inside. Or he's like, "I'll go get out," you know. He's like, he's not gonna get out. He's gonna get stuck, or they're just floating, and it's like, what is going on? And then
it's like, where do you go?
There you go.
Yeah, and then the end is always trippy because he becomes like, so he's obviously animated, right? He's like claymation almost, and then he becomes human, live action. But the rest of the bugs, right? If I'm correct, they're still claymation.
Yeah.
So then,
and you could easily tell the difference.
Yeah, but the thing is, they just kind of ended there. It's like da 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 da. Like this dude just lands on a peach in the middle of like I think New York City or whatever, and it's like
something like that.
Yeah, and then it's like they all like eat the peach, and then they turn the pit into like a house, and then he just lives with the bugs from there.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. And it's like, what? What just happened, dude? Like what? This movie. I mean,
it's like, is that it?
Yeah, it's like that's really it. But yeah, no, Jacob's Ladder is a trip. That's one that I think.
Is that the one where it's like about a guy slowly going into like learning that he has schizophrenia or something like that?
Where he sees like different things.
Yeah. And he's taken to like a mental hospital, and he's seeing like torture or like people getting ripped off, but it turns out it's just in his mind. Yeah, I remember seeing like
that's a crazy
bits and pieces of it.
So the thing about that movie, I think there's two different endings. There's one that's kind of like good or whatever, and then there's one that he essentially succumbs to whatever's going on. But it's weird because they kind of explain why he's going. I don't want to spoil it, but I think it's definitely a good watch, especially if you're like chilling with friends and whatnot.
But I wanted to ask: is there any folklore or like tales that you've heard that like creeped you out either as a kid or still creep you out?
That's a good question.
You know what? Let me take this one real quick, Victor, because I remember this like yesterday, man. So I think even to this day, like U.S. like Hollywood has taken it and kind of twisted it in their own way, and I think that's the story of La Llorona, right? I think that's probably. I mean, they even used to tell us to make us go to sleep early, like like there's even. In my neighborhood, there used to be stories that this old man with his dog, he used to walk his dog around a lot at night, that his dog would go crazy, like, roar, 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 roar. But because, like, Nana would be chilling in the alleyway. And the alleyway, it's not even that dark. There's lights and stuff, but, I mean, obviously, who knows how true it was, but I remember there was, I think it was, like, Latin Heritage Night in my elementary school in the library. And I walk in, right? I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm giving free stuff. I'm going to be here chilling. And there was a poet or something, and he was telling a story of La Llorona, but in his own way. And I remember I was sucked in. I was like, what is this, bro? Like, tell me. And at the end, he does something like, right? And I remember I was shook. I was like, man, like a little 8-year-old me was like.
Just like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, what the hell? And I remember the rest of that day, I couldn't sleep that night, bro. I would look at the window and be like, she might pop up any second now. Gonna take me. But for sure that one, bro.
It's like I hear her, but it's like your own crying.
It's like your own crying, like echoing.
And it's getting loud. Like the louder it gets, the more you think she's coming, so you cry. It's like a perpetual like loop where you just continue crying louder and you're like, she's coming.
You only make it worse for yourself.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, and I'm pretty sure like a lot of other kids, I don't know about you guys, but I know for sure that one for me for a long time used to terrify the poop out of me. You know, I'm gonna throw this one too, just real quick. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with the show Sábado Gigante.
Yeah.
Way
classic.
back.
Mhm.
So do you guys remember that freaking executioner guy, El Chacal or whatever?
Yeah, he kind of like the Scream Mask guy.
My gosh, bro! And Lord is my witness, man. You could ask any of my family members. Every time you hear, I would run out the room, bro. I'm like, I'm not.
Nope.
I'm not
dealing
with it,
this
bro.
guy.
Yeah, I'm not with it. But then, like, I mean, after time, I looked at it and I was like, oh, there's a man under there. And I think what finally like brought closure with me was that I think they let him go after I don't know how many years, and they did an interview with him. Like it just
Really?
and it was just an old man with glasses, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I did this for so long. They just freaking fired me. Like, what the heck?"
Oh shit!
And I was like, "Oh, this is just a man. He won't do anything to me."
I need to look for that interview. I didn't know they let him go.
Yeah, they let him go. So I was like, "Oh, okay." So I think after that, but that was years later, bro. Like I remember, for a long, even I would say during middle school, I couldn't take it, bro. That was one, and it wasn't even meant to be scary. It was just for me. I think the design. I think maybe they really wanted kids to go to sleep early, so they probably did that on purpose. Because I was like, I'm not with this. And I would even try to muffle my ears and not hear the trumpet noise. He used to send chills. I'm thinking about it now. I'm getting chills. He used to send chills down my freaking spine, bro. I was like, oh.
Just to help you go to sleep, they'll be like, nope, not today.
Nope, not today, man. That's not gonna work. Today. But yeah, man. But you, Victor, John, what about you guys, man?
Well, I never I grew up with the stories of like Latin culture, like La Llorona. What else was it? I forgot what the name was, but there was like a guy that grabs your feet, like underneath your bed.
Oh yeah, he's like it's like the ambiguous, like I'm gonna grab your feet in the night.
Yeah. Or it's like, or even the stranger que te va a llevar if you're not behaving well.
Wouldn't they also label him as like El Cucuy or whatever?
Yeah, classic. Yeah,
like that.
Everybody
that was like the
that.
boogeyman essentially.
Yep. So I grew up with all of them, and for some reason, none of them scared me.
Well, I mean, okay, so to edit my question, it doesn't have to be like if it's from your culture, cool, like that's fine. But it can be from other cultures as well that you've heard that you're like, yo, that's like really terrifying.
Oh,
okay.
Well, I mean, the one thing that really did stuck with me, even like right now, now that I'm more into like horror stuff, I'm like, purposely searching for it. The one thing that still has like is in the back of my head is a story that my parents would tell me, and even like my aunts would tell me, is in Spanish they call it the caseta del diablo, which is the horse carriage or the carriage of the devil. And the story goes that if you stay awake past 3 a.m, either playing cards or just like doing irresponsible stuff like drinking and shit like that, by the time you go to sleep, if you go to sleep after 3 a.m, you will hear horse footsteps, like the clippity cloppy of horse.
You look like you're about to shit yourself.
and then like you'll start hearing like the wagon wheels, like actual old style wagon wheels, like going across the fucking like rocky roads, like the streets of it. And if you're lucky, you'll only hear it pass by your house. But if you were like one of those people that stayed up, you'll hear it stop right in front of your house.
Oh, bro, stop.
And if you open your eyes at any moment, like if you don't pretend to stay asleep, the devil will be right on top of you. And as soon as you make eye contact, he'll just take you with him.
What?
And ever since then, I've never forgotten that story.
So pretty much Ghost Rider is gonna take you.
Exactly. Yeah. Ghost Rider. Like the Old West Ghost Rider.
Yeah, the Wild West Ghost Rider. That's nuts. Holy cow. You know what? I think I don't know about you guys, but I think when it comes to folklore, the more specific it is, the scarier it is.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, oh, they're gonna get you at night. But when you're like, if you're wearing red and you're under a light in the middle of the street at this time, you're gonna get got. And you're like,
God. And then like throughout your life you're like, okay, I can't wear red after this time. And then like that one moment you're like, shit, I'm wearing red.
Yeah, no, exactly. Dude.
It's terrifying.
My gosh, man. But Joel, I mean, what about you? I mean, I know you're asked it, but do you have any
stories? No, stories? I got one. I got one to share with you guys. So, in the Philippines, there's like this cryptid creature called the aswang.
Oh, I've heard of it.
But the thing is, aswang is like an amalgamation of all the local like legends that kind of fall into it. So the aswang is basically like a witch vampire, where it detaches itself from the waist and it hides its lower half, and then it just flies around and like steals kids and drinks their blood.
Dang. Holy shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So it's not just bad enough that she's a witch and steals kids. She's a witch vampire that steals kids and drinks their blood.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And like usually they have these like big kind of like mangrove looking trees in the Philippines that like at the top people are like, yeah, that's where like the aswangs like leave their lower half and like fly off into the night.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, but that one doesn't really scare me because there's a lot of like movies in the Philippines about the aswang.
Oh, so it kind of kills
it. Yeah, the one that my dad kind of like got me creeped out about. It's called the wakwak.
Oh.
And the wakwak is also like a vampire, It's like a vampire and a bird that like flies at night and snatches people. Oh. But the thing about the wakwak is that if you hear it and it's really loud, that means it's far away. But if you hear it and it's super quiet, that means it's about to get you.
Oh, what?
Wait.
That's some like psychological messed up stuff right there. What like, whoa.
Yeah. So that one creeped me out. But like it never hit me as hard as like the Llorona and other stuff. Because it's like, oh, it's in the Philippines. Like, there's a whole ocean that separates me from that country.
Yeah, it's like, I'm safe over here.
Like, I don't think a wakwak is gonna fly all the way from like the Philippines just to my house to be
just,
I'm gonna
just
get
for you, bro.
You're that special. Yeah.
Oh man, that's, you know what? Speaking of, I kind of want to tie it in because I've always felt like this. I mean, I've always been a fan of this film, but. Speaking of folklore, did you guys ever get a chance to see the Blair Witch Project, the first original one?
No, but I know about it.
Yeah,
I saw like a summary of it because I saw like a video essay about why it was like such an iconic movie, and they summed it up and they spoiled the movie, so I know what happens in it. And of course, I saw the end. I think the one where you see the creepy shit. Yeah, I saw that. Everyone was showing it to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I want to bring it up because that was definitely one I would want to like bring to like a hangout or whatever. But I think it shows to you that. I think obviously when watching it now, it kind of the horror of it kind of like it dies down because we know it's fake. It's not a real documentary. But imagine in the 90s, bro, where social media is not a thing, right? Like no tweets, nothing, and you just see posters of like missing, found footage, this and that, premiering it, blah blah blah. And
you're like, because that's why it was like super important because it was one of or the first film that was like that like found
footage. Yeah.
Yeah, like no one else has done it before, so everyone thought it was real. They're like, "Holy shit, what the fuck did we just find?"
Yeah. And I know, like, even now I look at that ending, bro. And the thing is, I mean, if you haven't seen it, then I mean, it's not really spoiler. Like, nothing much really happens. But I think because of that, that's what makes it even more eerie because it just cuts off, and you're like, "Wait, what?"
It's all about the presence, all about the atmosphere and shit like that.
Yeah. And the thing is, I can only, like, now it's still creepy, but imagine you're in that theater, like, for the first time, just watching that, and you're like, yo,
like, no,
we just watched 3 kids die, bro. What is going on?
Especially since you thought it was real. It's like, how has no one been sent out there to look for these kids?
Yeah, and I think it's cool, Johnny, brought up that that question of like folklore, like stories, right? Because I think a lot of culture is shown and told through those stories. I mean, as terrifying as they are, right? It just gives you a mindset of like where like, I mean, that's a vampire that separates itself and then goes hunting for kids. That's wild.
And it's just like the top part just flying around. That's all you see. Oh man, that's creepy.
But something crazy because like I only recently started learning about like the mythology and the the stories from the Philippines because it's like one of the ways that I can get connected to my culture.
Yeah.
And it's weird because like in Western culture, a lot of like ghosts and demons and stuff, like they do things because they want your soul, right?
Yeah.
But in Eastern culture, like spirits are not necessarily good or bad. Like they're there to either like teach you a lesson and or make you change your ways. Because there's
to
like
make you a better person.
Yeah, because there's like a really quick story of like I don't know what it is, but it's like a spirit that lives in the trees, and he's like a mischievous spirit that'll like point you in the wrong direction. And the only way that you can get out of like this maze that he points you is if you like take your shirt off and put it on backwards, so that way he can't fool you anymore.
Wait, that's the only way to get out of his maze, or what was it?
Like
What?
if you flip your shirt backwards or something, it's like I've seen through your lies, or I know that you're being mischievous. So it's like whatever you say is like redirected or something. I don't know.
That's so cool.
That's like almost one of the easiest ways to win in a horror movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta flip your shirt. I don't want to do it. It gets taken, and meanwhile you're like, and that movie probably be like 5 minutes long. But for my question to you guys is, what does a good haunted house need?
I kind of have an idea already.
Now go ahead.
Go for it, bro. Go for it.
All right, thank you. Like for me, a good haunted house would require atmosphere. It's all about atmosphere. It's like it's not like, I feel like recently the haunted houses have been focusing on the jump scares. Like trying to get that quick scare out of you, like, and most people, they enjoy it because you're going into a haunted house already knowing you're going to be scared, so it's like you already have that fear instilled within you, so the jump scares get you whether you want to or not, because you already know it's going to happen. But I want to make like a nightmare house, not just a haunted house where you walk in and it's like these long corridors where it's silent. And maybe, if anything, if there is music, it's like low sounding music, like barely anything. And it's just like
lo-fi.
a little lo-fi hip hop. You're just like studying there.
Jazzy notes in the background.
Yeah. No, it's like music that's just like droning, like ooh, like that.
Oh, damn.
Like, that's all you hear.
Yeah.
And it's either one or the two. It's either bright lights that keep switching in on you, so it's kind of like strobe lights, or very dim lights with a fog machine. So the key is to give the person tunnel vision, so that you're not really sure, like you can't trust your peripherals, and you can only trust what's in front of you. Therefore, whenever someone actually does pop up or something comes out of the walls, that's all you're focusing on. That's all you can focus on. And the music itself, like, it's not too loud, so it's like your sense of hearing is heightened because you're trying to figure out what the fuck, like, what can I hear, what's gonna be around that corner, like all that stuff. And when someone does scream, the scream is way louder because it's right next to you. It's like super quiet.
Wild.
Yeah, so it's like it's all gonna be just like nightmare situation.
Yeah.
And of course, just the atmosphere of just being creepy. Cobwebs and like that dark green, kind of like army green of sorts, like that just looks dilapidated. It looks really just like run down of sorts. And yeah, that's my idea. That's what would make a good haunted house.
A torture chamber.
Trying to make that
really be specific.
Yeah. Making sure it sticks with you.
I'm sure the CIA will probably hit you up if it's a success. Like, what do you? How do you make this work? How do you make this happen?
So the corridors are 5 miles long. No, 2 miles long.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anybody else wants to go next?
Yeah.
That's. I mean, wait. We're sorry, John. Real quick. What would you call it, Victor? If you had to put a freaking name on it, like what would be the name of your haunted house as soon as you're walking in?
Damn. It would be. Ooh.
Don't come in.
Nah, it would be something Manor. It would be
Wayne's Manor.
DCEU.
It's kind of like Bates Motel, kind of like that.
Okay.
But it's something manner, someone's manner, like someone's last name, but
Okay.
someone that has to do with like psychological stuff,
Gotcha,
like Hannibal Lecter, so Lecter Manor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah. My bad, John. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, it's all good.
yeah, you're about to go for it.
Yeah, so I was gonna say it's like similar lines to Victor's, but I think a really creepy haunted house needs like deception. You get me? So like, like what I imagine a good haunted house would be like is if you start off the haunted house like a very casual, typical haunted house that you always see, like, oh, there's like a cauliflower and some jello, and there's like a vampire that just falls from the side to scare you. But then you take like a corner, and then the house looks normal. And then you're like, oh, maybe this isn't part of the attraction. So you keep on walking, and then like the floor starts to move, or like a door slams behind you, and you keep on moving, and it's like you trap these people inside of a loop.
Ooh.
So when they continue to like open the door, it's the same corridor, and they're like, wait a minute, like this can't be right. So they keep walking, but there's like subtle changes. And then eventually, like they'll be able to, they'll get out. Like they're not stuck in there forever.
They'll get out
forever, or at least let them loop around like 4 times, and then the last time, like it's like, oh, okay, I think we're back. And then like you trick them again by like making them think that they're back in like the conventional haunted house, where it's like, oh, there's some slime falling from the roof, and like, oh, there's a werewolf, and then like they reach an outside portion where they're like, okay, maybe like the haunted house is over, and then you hit them with like people, not literally hit them, but like people running at them, like manic clowns or something, like start chasing them.
Yo,
so I think like deception would make a really creepy kind of haunted house, because it kind of plays with like your sense of like, okay, I think it's done, or like, no, this is still part of the house.
Damn.
That's pretty good. See, when you said that, it gave me the idea of like, you give the people 4 loops, and the first time they see it, it looks like you said a normal house. The second time, it's pretty obvious changes, like the electricity's out, or the plants are gone, or like that someone made a mess. But it doesn't look that bad. It just looks like it's a messy house now. The third time, that's when it looks creepy. Like you see something walk by the window, a shadow. You hear lightning outside. The mess is worse. The walls are scratched, and you're like creepy to go in. You're waiting for the jump scare. And then on the final loop, it looks back to normal. It looks like the mess was clean. The sun is out, shining. But then as you're walking through, halfway through, it all just shuts down, turns off, and then you get these black lit, like fucking blood stains, claws, monster shit just starts popping out, and that's where the deception kicks in.
Damn.
I'm like, that would be cool.
Or not even that, like in the 4th loop, like when they're like already kind of tripping, like, wait, I think we have to go back or something. Like you slam the door super hard and you like make a kid chase them.
Oh shit!
That would like scare the hell out of anybody. Yo, and then they have to go through the loop.
Fucking Jolie.
Hey, man,
no random kid just pops.
I'm gonna just drop kick him.
That's why you gotta give the kid a chainsaw.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know. I think kids in horror movies are creepy.
No, they are, bro. That's what I'm telling you. I might just drop kick a kid.
Just like sock him.
Yeah, Bruce is really not about to enter any of these houses, bro.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Hey, man, I'm good with just like a pop-up type guy.
Boom.
That scares me enough, bro. Yeah, I'm like, shit. Damn.
Just like the City
you
Hall
ever see that?
haunted mansion.
Yeah, the
You ever
City
see that
Hall.
haunted drive-through at the Wendy's? That's pretty scary.
Oh yeah.
I go to any of you guys, man. I might just have a heart attack, bro. I don't know about that. Come out with a lawsuit or something. I don't know.
Yo.
It's like you gotta sign a petition before you go in.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's wild.
Hey, dude, if I ever become like pretty rich, I'm gonna make this haunted house.
Hey.
Dude,
But it's
make
gonna be like one of those haunted houses where like a group has to go in, and then nobody can go in until the group is done, because there'll be like hidden cameras and people like pushing switches and stuff in the back.
You should make them sign what's it called?
Obviously
NDA,
they're gonna sign waivers,
a non-disclosure agreement where they can't talk about it until it's finally done. Like, let's say you do a month, right, of just the house, and they could finally talk about it after that month because the next year you switch it up. You change it every time.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, let's make this happen, bro.
That way no one on Twitter hears about it until they experience it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need to like rent out, like lease like a warehouse or something to make like a 4 hallway loop.
Yeah.
Oh
man. But what about you, Bruce? Man, do you have something in mind, or
yeah?
Are you kind of like?
All right. I got you.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
All right. Let's see. All right. So for me, you know, it's always been creepy. Like oh, I don't know. Have you guys ever played BioShock?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, like the music that they play.
Oh yeah,
like
that
old.
Yeah, the old school.
Like that's always been creepy to me, bro. So I'll probably be using that kind of music, you know. Everything inside the house is gonna be operated by somebody, you know. So there's gonna be cameras everywhere. Yeah. All lights are gonna be shut off in the beginning. I'm gonna give each person that goes in a flashlight. Oh, but that flashlight will also be controlled by me. You know, like I could
a remote shut off switch.
Yeah, you can't see nothing. Yeah, you know? I'll make it think it's broken, like it's running out of battery or something.
Yo, that's
great.
So
you know, everything's gonna be controlled by me, bro. And then, you know, have that music playing in the background as they're walking by. There's gonna be like kind of like Victor, you know, it's gonna be corridors. There's gonna be doors on the left and the right. You know, some doors are gonna be open. Maybe you have to go into one of those doors in order to like leave, you know. But you guys have to. I'm gonna leave it up to them. They have to go. They have to find the exit. I'm not gonna tell you what's
you gotta, you
know, and like kind of like what Jonas said. Like I'm gonna leave a group in to go in first, and then until they're out, the next group will come in. But it's gonna be like an escape room type, scary house, like haunted house type thing, you know. Like it's like it's true. You guys gotta escape from this. You guys gotta, you know, find the door that leads you to the exit. And then, I said, just control everything, you know, lights, the listening, squeaky floors, because that shit's always creepy to me, I think. And just things like that. That's what comes off the top of my head.
Damn, you guys, I just wanted to make like a quick like run through horror mention, but you guys are like traumatizing people.
Yeah, I want to traumatize your clients.
It's like you want to make sure they never forget about it.
Yeah, they're like, y'all gonna remember this one. That's for sure.
Yeah. Like in my haunted house, they open one of the doors in the hallway, and it's like the dad that went out to go get cigarettes like 7 years ago. It's like, Dad?
Change their life.
And they just melt in front of them.
Yeah.
What about you, Lewis? What's your perfect haunted mansion?
So Bruce kind of beat me to it, right? Because I've always been fascinated, like, of escape rooms. I think that itself is almost kind of scary because the idea of that, well, you can't really get out till, you know, obviously they're gonna let you out, but the idea of like, oh, we actually got to do something to get out of here, bro. Like,
have you ever been to an escape room?
No, I think it's probably the reason why I haven't, because this claustrophobic feeling I'll get, like. Yeah, I'm like,
dude, when COVID's over, Jumblhoj couch potatoes go to the escape room.
Yo, I'm down.
Start fighting each other.
It's like, we gotta get out of here. You gotta calm down.
And then just me like putting seeds of deception in everyone's minds. Like, Victor, I saw Bruce vent.
Well, you know what? That's funny you bring that up because, like, so obviously I'm the escape room, right? But I'm also a huge fan of sci-fi. Like, I love sci-fi thrillers. Anything that has to do with space or just isolation. So the thing I would have it would be a mix of escape room / Among Us. Like, that's what I was thinking. So again, it'd be like a warehouse or whatever setting where you have a group.
Your house?
What happened?
Like, you're gonna have people get killed?
No.
Slaughterhouse.
No.
Damn, bro. Among Us IRL.
I think for me, what's terrifying, I think, for me is like I'm much more of like, jump scares are cool, but when it comes, I think psychological thrill is a lot more intense, and I think part of that is the deception of not knowing, right? I think that itself is enough to freaking send chills down your spine. Like you know it's a game, but it's like when you mix in atmosphere, right? Like Victor said, atmosphere is so important. when you're in the like, it feels like you're in an actual ship, and then we actually have to do tasks to get out of here. But the thing is, let's say every 5 minutes, let's say the sounds get more intense, the flares or the lights just start, like the strobes start getting more intense. It's like you want to get out. It's not like, oh, we can just chill and just, no, you want to get out.
Yeah, it's rushing you.
But at the same time, you have two of your homies or homegirls in there sabotaging the whole freaking thing, have access to everything, this and that. And then I think just the idea of pitting friends against each other, in a non-violent way, I think it's fun. And I don't want anybody to get hurt.
I don't know. You want some Hunger Games stuff? That's
low key. But I think that's terrifying because, again, I think the idea of not knowing the unknown is so scary. And you mix with that freaking psychological thrill, you mix in that freaking physical, just like freaking, like, almost imagine being flashbang like every freaking 5 minutes. Like, what is going on, bro? We need to get out of here, dude. We need to get out of here. And
it's like you can't complete tasks.
Like, what is going on? And so, it'd be something like that. It'd be like essentially like almost a game, but at the same time, like with the goal of getting out. Like, we got to get out of here, but at the same time pitting people against each other, because hopefully y'all stay friends after. But I think that'd be so cool. I think, and it'd be dope too, like kind of like Bruce said, right? You have flashlights or you have some equipment, but let's say, the flashlight battery only lasts like 10 minutes, so you can only have it like once you hit that 10-minute mark, it's all done, and it's just pitch black. So it'd be different things, changing up every time. But I would like to do something like a very sci-fi Among Us, Deception, escape room type of thing. I think it'd be really cool.
That's cool. I think that is very nice, like specific genre that people would flock to, because it's even if like those that are not interested in it, I'm sure they might have one friend that is and will bring them to it.
Like,
and then
let's go
we'll
play
like
games.
and then they'll love it. They'll be like, hell yeah, this was worth it.
Yeah, man. The one thing I would say we all have in common is these ideas are very expensive. That's for sure.
Yeah, they are.
It's gonna cost a pretty penny, but what if we just do like an amalgamation of everything, where at the end it's really just a torture session? It's just you have little kids chasing you. You're trying to fix wires with strobe lights hitting you,
and
like
little kids pop out of the vents.
Yeah, the vents.
Well, I mean, to kind of cut down on costs, like, because I've done virtual reality escape rooms. I've done one.
I forgot about that.
So it could be like a virtual reality escape room where you partner up with a place that does VR, and then you just like, I don't know, design the game.
Damn, that'd be nuts.
It sounds it sounds a lot easier than what it actually is.
Yeah.
But it does. It does sound like a better alternative, though.
Yeah.
Physically renting a whole warehouse out, constructing like a spaceship setting, like with actual working functions, like,
and then paying actors and everything too.
Yeah, paying actors, having medical staff on the side, like, that's a lot to go through. But man, but I think this is a good place to end the show. I think we've had a very long but full conversation of catching up, telling each other stories, but more importantly, having you guys on again, bro. Like, it's dope to have you guys on again, because I feel like we're on the same path, trying to make this thing happen, trying to make this thing bigger than maybe what it seems like it is right now. And I think we'll eventually get there, bro. To Joel and Victor, even Bruce.
Definitely.
It's just so funny because I even told him, like, the rest of the team's not gonna be here, and he just see, boop, Bruce Espinosa.
Like,
I was like, oh shoot, okay, what's going on? But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man, joining the show. Being a special 75th Halloween special guest. It's awesome to have you guys on.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having us.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Before we go, do you guys have any shout outs you guys wanted to give?
Jolyn, do you want to take care of that?
I mean, you can check out our channel, Jumblhoj on YouTube. We have a podcast. It's named Cafe Talk, where we have pretty similar casual conversations. One day we'll talk about like things that are going on, like like Elon Musk Neuralink. Other times we'll just like ask each other questions about relationships, or we can just talk about random things like rating dogs.
Yep.
So you can find us on YouTube, you can find us on Spotify, you can find us on Anchor.fm, and I mean that's all I got. We're also on Instagram and Twitter, but we don't use Twitter that much.
Yeah.
Twitter's weird, man. It's like there's so much. I thought about it. I'm like, it's an extra thing that maybe we don't really need. It's like I think Instagram for what it is, I think it works very, very, very.
Yeah,
very well.
exactly.
Yeah. We're also on TikTok recently. We recently started a TikTok, so it's brand new. You know, we don't got that many things, but it's there.
Dope.
Yeah. Check out my OnlyFans. It's only feet.
I knew. I was waiting for it. I was like, which one of them is gonna say it first?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it.
I was gonna say it too. I was like, if you want to catch that summer bundle special now that it's winter, it's on sale.
I mean, I say it's only feet, but I just promoted Hot Boy Winter, so there might be new content on there.
God.
There you go. There you go.
Might be new content. Yo.
Oh my gosh, man! but yeah, man. All seriousness, bro. It's great to have you guys on. As always, we'll always make sure to put all your info down there as well. But yeah, dude, if you're watching, listen to this, Jumblhoj boys. They're hustling and bustling. They're in the same boat. So support, follow them in any way and every way you can. What else? I mean, Bruce, do you have any shout outs, any important information you want to give?
Hey, shout out to the cop who took me home that one Halloween, bro.
Hey, yeah.
That's it, bro.
And also, like, we would. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, also we would love to have you guys on our channel as well.
Oh,
hey, once COVID's done, we're gonna challenge you guys to Smash, to Mario Kart, to all these other games. It's gonna be Jumblhoj versus Couch Potatoes, man.
Just make it happen, bro.
Yeah.
Soon, and hopefully soon, man. Because like I said, things are crazy, but it's like it's moments like this that kind of it's cool to kind of just have a chat, calm things down around us. I'm getting emotional right now, but just start But no, it's dope to have these moments to catch up with y'all, man. Because all the craziness is sometimes it's really cool just to have a conversation, even if it's just about movies or stories about being dressed up as a stereotypical little Mexican man in a Halloween parade. But yeah, I guess we'll close it out. Shout out as always to Angie Rose Music. Shout out to Scary Pool Party. Shout out to Zendaya, who we will have soon enough. Shout out to Digital Candy for doing their thing. Shout out to the one and only team known as the Jumblhoj Boys right now who are on the show, man.
Hey.
But yeah, we appreciate
you guys.
Man. It's great to have you on. And those of you watching and listening, remember there's also a giveaway that we're doing. Jumblhoj Boys, you can be a part of it too. We're giving away, I don't know where it's at right now, but we're giving away.
Are we gonna get a shirt that smells like Bruce? Can I get it?
I know.
Can I get a sweater that smells like Bruce?
If it smells like Bruce.
Yeah, bro. I work out, bro, and then I clean my sweat up with that shirt. And then,
I'm telling you, Hot Boy Winter, it sells itself.
Don't tease me.
It's like it's all crusty and hard as soon as you get it in the mail. It's like it just flakes of sweat just cracking off the damn shirt. But like I said, we're doing a giveaway. It's an exclusive T-shirt that I don't think we're gonna make again because it was hard just making that one itself. But yeah, like I said, help us reach 100 subscribers. You know what? How many subscribers do you guys have right now?
52.
52.
Help the Jumblhoj Boys also reach 100 subscribers as well. Let's do it. Let's make it happen before the end of the freaking year, man.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And like I said, you get a free T-shirt. I mean, what more do you want? It's free, bro. Like, what do these people want? It's a free T-shirt. It's really cool. You can use it as a workout shirt. You can use it as a PJ shirt. You can use it to clean the dust off your TV. You can use it just to hang up on your wall. Maybe you're a little crazy about it. Whatever it is, you can use it for whatever you want.
You can use it to clean up those late night messes you have with the misses over here.
No.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it because I was on the same wavelength. I was like, you can use it to clean your ass. You can use it to slap your ass.
What?
So many uses.
Again, to clarify for those who are listening, may be confused, it's a T-shirt. Nothing more.
It does it all.
It's a T-shirt.
You're only limited to your own imagination.
But yeah, all the infos will be down below. We'll make a post. I can't even talk anymore. We'll make a post soon. Explain the details if you don't already get it. But yeah, man, Jumblhoj boys. Thank you guys again. For joining the show.
All right.
Thank you guys for having us. Thank you.
But yeah, for those of you who are watching, stay tuned. Stay fat with a PH. God bless. We love y'all, and we'll see you soon in the next episode. Peace out, everybody.
See ya.